Doc Rich back at it again. And next up on the surgeon's table today, we got a new patient. We have a new patient. We have Thy Art is Murder with Holy Ward. This is what we're going to be checking out today. Make sure you guys like, share, comment, and subscribe if you are new. Also, make sure you guys go and follow your boy on social media. The links will be typed up in the description box down below, where you guys can always feel free to DM me anything else that you would like to see, or if you just want to chat, well, we can do that too. But without further ado, Thy Art is Murder. You're all next up on the surgeon's table. Let's get surgical with it, baby. Let's rock. Let's break it down. Let's dissect it a little bit. I got the lyrics pulled up over here as well. All right, you know, when I pulled up the lyrics, I did see it said die for Christ and die for Allah and all that stuff, but I was like, you know, maybe it's I didn't want to judge before I listened, but yeah, that was pretty wild. And you had the people with their mouths sewn shut, like, what in the world? But let's continue on. Let's see what they got to say. The souls of the children. Holy war, murders and madness. Holy war, honorary followers. Holy war, red ones with death. Holy war, honorary So are they pulling against each other as if, like, to say that their, you know, their respective side is right? Let me. Wait. So he said, the laws of the misguided, false prophets imprison nations, fueling self-annihilation. The pocket-lined political demons who arm the ignorant for election season. You know, and for me, this goes back to something that I tweeted a while back. If you follow me on Twitter, if you don't, the link is in the description box. But I tweeted something along the lines of, we lack critical thinking these days. Like, nobody, well, not nobody, but a lot of people don't think for themselves anymore. It's a matter of what someone tells them. They just believe it and go to someone else and repeat it. You know, I feel like as a whole, we lack critical thinking these days. You know, like I said, it's and honestly, when you lack critical thinking, there's almost no point in you existing anymore. You know what I mean? Because at that point, you become a robot. You're not even a human anymore. You're basing your thoughts and your opinions on what one other person tells you. not based on your own. As humans, we are individualistic. We're individuals. That's what makes us humans. We're individual, you know? But when you lack critical thinking and you just follow along what somebody else tells you, you're not an individual anymore. You're just a robot. You're a sheep that's possibly being led to slaughter. You know? And it's sad that we've gotten to this place. And like I said before, it's part of the reason why I don't watch the news anymore. It's a bunch of bull crap, to be honest with you. You know, in the fact that, and they know, and I think a lot of and I think a lot of the networks know that people value their network's opinion. And listen, I don't name, you know, anything specific or anything like that, but a lot of, you know, like I said, they know that people value their opinion, and so like it's like some, you know, networks are telling me grass is purple when I'm looking at it and it's fucking green. You're telling me this grass that is right in front of me is green. I mean, you're telling me that this grass that is right in front of me is purple, but I'm looking at it and it's clearly green. And you're like, in some of they're like, no. Don't believe what your eyes are telling you. Believe us. That grass in front of you, it's purple. Trust me. And some people just, oh, well, you know what? Darn it, maybe I'm wrong. And this grass actually, you know what? This grass, it does actually look purple, you know? And it's like, what the fuck? Every bone in your body was just telling you it was green. You knew for a fact it was green. And you let them easily convince you that it was purple. That grass is not purple. It is green. You know? And it's sad, honestly. It really is, you know. But let's continue on. I'm trying to keep up with these lyrics. I'm having a hard time understanding them, but yeah, these lyrics have some really deep meaning here. This isn't just empty music. Wow. Wow. That was... Okay, that was the end. Um, immensely powerful message right there. Immensely powerful message. And then you had the visuals in the background that were pretty powerful as well, for a lack of a better terms. But he said, "We will all die for nothing," and that was repeated throughout the song, which was very, very interesting. And you know, I do find it saddening that some people feel that, especially now, that some people still feel that they have the right to murder someone simply because they don't believe the same things that they do. It's very, very interesting. It's very, very interesting. So because you don't believe in the same thing I do, or praise or worship the same God that I do, I have the right to kill you. In my humble opinion, that goes back to the old saying, two wrongs don't make a right. Even if they're wrong, you making another wrong by killing him doesn't make that entire situation right. You know what I mean? And it's saddening, you know. I just wish as an entire globe we could all learn to respect one another's opinions, thoughts, beliefs. It's okay. And I've said this time and time again. You can go to older videos. I've always said this. I've always said this. It's okay that we don't all think the same. That's a beautiful thing. That is a fucking beautiful thing that we don't all think the same. I've said this time and time again, and I'm going to keep repeating it until finally the world, until finally the entire globe wakes up and realizes that that's okay. Look around you. Every single thing you see around you is a product of disagreement. The phone that you're probably watching me on is different from the phone that I have. You know why we have different phones? Because some people at some point in time did not agree that they wanted the same phone. So we have options. We have a variety. We can pick and choose what color phone we want. We can pick and choose what type of car we want, what type of home we want to live in. We can pick and choose what color shoes we want to wear. We can decide what we want to represent. That is okay. You know, and it's just it irks me a little bit to see when people feel like because other people don't think the same as them, they have to be at war with them. You know, and right now with politics going on and all of that stuff, it's even more sad. You know, it's just like simply because we may not agree on politics, like I'm your enemy now. How in the hell does that make sense? Which is why I think we should get rid of political parties and you just represent what you represent. You know what I mean? Like I don't like the whole political party thing. Listen, that's just my humble opinion. I think we should just get rid of political parties. You tell us what you're for, you tell us what you're against, and that's it. Because the parties, I feel like, especially now, people are just they're just using it to just clash, and it's just like, why can't we work together? Why can't we work together? Oh, well, because they're such and such, we can't work with them. We can't fuck with those guys. Or because they're such and such side. Nope. Can't do it. What? Excuse me? Are you dumb? Maybe that's a rhetorical question, you know? And then with the political parties, people all of a sudden have this false sense of loyalty, like no matter what, because I because I say that I'm this side, like no matter what, I've got to always stick to this side. I've got to always defend this side. Right or wrong. Right or wrong, I've got to defend this side. And it's just like, what? Are you serious? So it's not about being right or wrong anymore. It's about your favorite side now. Like what? That gets into a very, very dangerous place. A very, very dangerous place that I don't think that we should be rambling down. You know, it should always be about what's right and what's wrong, regardless of what side you're on or whatever the case may be. You know, right or wrong, simple and plain. It should be that cut and dry. You know, and I think if we didn't have the parties, it'd be a lot more simple to, or in order for people to do that. But that's just my humble opinion on it. Y'all can let me know what you think about it in the comment section. But that was just another example of just the ignorance, you know, and it's just truly sad, you know, like we're all in this together at the end of the day, you know, we're all in it together. Simple and plain. There's no other planet that we can go and live on, you know, and even if there was, I don't think that'd be a great idea to start. Oh, well, some people can go over here to Mars and the rest of, like, nah, work together, man. It's not that difficult. It's not that fucking difficult, you know. Shout out to Thy Art Is Murder, with a dope message. You know, I love things like this because it makes you think, and it creates discussion, which is another thing about today's world that is lacking. It's the art of discussion. People lack the ability to properly articulate themselves well enough to create an argument for their side, or what, you know, whatever the case, and they resort to demeaning individuals and trying to tear down other individuals and calling names and this and, you know, it's just like, come on, yo. What's your point? What are you trying to achieve by doing this? Like, just go educate yourself and come back and let's have an intelligent conversation. We don't have to belittle one another in order to get our point across. Like, that's not necessary. Like, we don't have to smack each other to get our point across. Like, that's not necessary. We can sit down and have a simple discussion. You know, it's behooves me. I don't know. But y'all let me know what you thought about it in the comment section below. If y'all enjoyed the video, as always, please leave a like before you go. Smack the subscribe button. That's right over there, as you guys already know. And of course, family, check out the video that's right over there too. You might like it. And I'm going to catch y'all on the next one. Doc Rich. I'm out.